Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for joining me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojola for Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode, I want you to also give yourself another gift. Yesterday, I believe you've given yourself the gift of freeing yourself from work-related anxiety and anticipation. All right. So today, I want you to give yourself another gift. All right, let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Gift to give yourself. Acknowledgement of your personal growth. Gift to give yourself. Acknowledgement of your personal growth. Acknowledgement of your growth. Spiritual growth, physical growth, financial growth, mental growth. Growth. All right. Acknowledgement of your growth is a gift I want you to give yourself this week, today, this year, this month. Give yourself the gift of acknowledgement. Many of you have never acknowledged where you are. All the thing you see about yourself is what you have not done, what you've not achieved. This failure, this struggle, that struggle. Keep comparing yourself to people. You keep doing the same thing over and over again. And your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit are just waiting for you to see where you are coming from. For you to see what you've done so far. For you to see how far you've really come. That's exactly the gift I want you to give yourself this year. The gift I want you to give yourself this month. The gift I want you to give yourself today. The gift I want you to give yourself this week. The gift of acknowledgement of your growth. Can you acknowledge where you are coming from? Can you acknowledge what you've done so far? Can you acknowledge what you've achieved so far and what you've not even achieved yet? We will talk about that maybe tomorrow. Can you acknowledge your growth? Can you celebrate your own growth for some few minutes? Can you celebrate your progress, your financial progress, your physical progress, your health progress, your spiritual progress, your relationship progress? Can you celebrate your progress? One of the things I hate about people, you are not beautiful when you are always complaining. You are not a beautiful person when you are always negative. All you see is what have not worked in your life. All you see is what is wrong with you. All you see is what is wrong with your environment. All you see is what is wrong with your country. All you see is what is wrong with your state. All you see is what is wrong with the world. No, and you are surprised that you are depressed. And you are surprised that your mental health is challenged. And you are surprised that you are not happy. How can you be happy when all you think about is what is wrong with things? How can you be happy when all you see is what is bad? How can you be happy when you cannot even see the good in yourself? Can you give yourself a gift this year? A gift of acknowledgement of where you are. A gift of acknowledgement of what you've done so far. A gift of acknowledgement of what you have achieved, what you have been able to do, of your growth. Reflecting on your past is one way for you to really acknowledge what you've done, because that's what people don't do. A rear view mirror is there for a purpose, so that once in a while you look behind you and see who is following you when you're driving. So once in a while, can you apply that to your life right now and look behind you and see what's up with me? Where have I come from? Many of you don't want to look back. Can you look back? You are not your story then. You've done something well. Can you see? Can you force yourself to see where you're coming from? Reflecting on your past will help you to acknowledge and celebrate your own growth. Take time this week. Take time today. Take some time off today to think about where you were 1 year ago. To think about where you are 1 month ago. To think about where you are 6 months, 3 months ago. To think about where you are yesterday. Consider how far you've come. Consider the challenges that you have overcome. It's important for you to reflect on your past. It will help you and it will develop gratitude in you. Recognize the progress that you've made and give yourself credit for it. I told someone, I said, see, if I will chide you and say you should take responsibility for your failure, I want you also to take responsibility for your success. When you are succeeding, we tend to celebrate ourselves. But when we fail, we don't want to acknowledge that everything is your fault, is my own how I see my life. Everything is my fault. Success is my fault. I succeed because it's my fault, man. I fail because it's my fault. I own up to everything. I don't point fingers. Nobody is responsible for my happiness. Nobody is responsible for my sadness. You can do things to me, all right? You can say things that will hurt me. But the way I interpret what you said, the way I interpret how I feel is my own responsibility. So, reflect on your past. Recognize the progress you have made. Recognize how far you have come and give yourself credit for it. I will also recommend that you keep a journal. If you've been listening to me for a long time now, you know I'm an advocate of journaling. Keep a journal. Write down your thoughts. They will help you to acknowledge your growth. At least you will see the progress. You will go to your diary, for example, and check what is my entry, January 2020, for example. What did I write about myself in January 2020? Compare it to what you wrote about yourself in January 2023, for example. You will see clearly growth. You will see, read through the year 2019 as documented by you. Compare it to the year 2022 as documented by you. You will be able to see growth. You will be able to see progress. Writing down your thoughts and experiences help you to track your growth over time. Writing those things down help you to track your progress over time. Use it as a place to reflect on your goals. Use it as a place to reflect on your progress. Use it as a place to reflect on your accomplishment. How far you've come should be documented so that when you read it, you smile. You say, man, I am not what I used to be. I am not what I used to think. I have changed. Things have happened to me. Progress have been made. Mistakes have been made. Growth has happened overall. Share your success with others. That's another way for you to acknowledge your growth. By sharing what you've achieved, you are forced to acknowledge them at the same time. So you share your successes with others. That's how you share your experience. Share your successes with your friends, with your family, with your colleagues. This is what I've been able to do. This is how I've been able to do it. Don't just come to us and say God did it. We know God did it. Leave God out of it. What did you do? How did you do it? How did you succeed? All right. Share your successes with people. Don't just tell them always that you are in trouble, you are suffering. That's why people are not picking your calls. That's why people don't want to chat with you. You are always a gloom and you are always in need. You've never even shared something that you are successful at this month, this year, this week. Last year, you did not even share anything successful about yourself, and you wonder why people don't want to fuck with you. People don't want to just be with you because your vibe is negative. Share your successes. Make it a habit of sharing your successes with people, with yourself, with your colleagues, with your family. Celebrate that. That is one gift I want you to give yourself this year. Celebrate those things. It will help you to get a different perspective, and it can also help you to get a sense of pride in what you've been able to achieve so far. Celebrate these things. Share your successes with people, and also recognize small wins here and there. Every small things, every small steps that you take in the direction of your goal is a win. Come on, man. Every little step that you take in the direction of your goal is worth celebrating. Acknowledge. The Bible says, he that is faithful in little shall be made to rule over more. That means if you don't celebrate small wins, how can we trust you with bigger wins? That means you will be an ingrate. You will not be grateful for bigger things. So recognize small wins. Acknowledge and celebrate every small victory along the way. It will help you to keep motivated. It will help you to see progress in what you are making. Yesterday you did this. Yesterday you are able to write 5 paragraphs. Today you wrote 10. That is a small win. Clap for yourself. Next tomorrow you wrote 1. That is another small win. Combining the 3 together, that is 11 paragraphs. That is progress. Second, small wins like that will keep your life in perspective. Reward yourself, all right? Reflect on your values. When you do things that you know is a progress, reward yourself. Buy a popcorn and a juice or whatever and just chill. All right, take yourself out and relax. Find some sandwich and have fun. Reward yourself. Reflect on what is important to you. Reflect on how you are living those things. Give yourself the gift of acknowledgement of your growth.